Hello frogs, as I warned you in the previous episode, today we have famine first villager. We will need some blending blocks, glass, hopper and a chest. I can build the impulses B villager breeder and we'll plant carrots. So first things first, this is how you make a hopper. 5 iron beans and a chest. The hopper picks the items that are above it and sends them right through the point. It can both pick up items from container or the air, but it only can send items to an item container like chests, barrels, dispensers, or other hoppers. And remember to hold shift while placing it facing into a chest so items go inside. As you can see, it is fairly quick. This is the place where I want to build it. I will tear down this house and come back when it's done. Perfect! The pillars are trapped in that hole and blood is nice and flat to build in it. Then you need to find the center of your building, mark it somehow and then start building. To start the farm, we place the double chest in the ground. This is where the excess carrots would be. And on top of the hopper is where the villagers will stay. It is important to place a transparent block like glass or stairs above the chest so you can open it. Now you place a solid block in a corner so we can take villagers out of the cell using a minecart. And remember to place the top of the bed like this. If you don't, villagers won't be able to sleep. Now, to place the trapdoors in the first try, you need to hold shift and point towards that corner. And remember to stop holding it to open the trapdoor. When the time to get villagers in position has come, I like to use minecarts, but for this particular setup, you could build a ladder and wait till night time. Villagers will come looking for the bed. Once they're in place, you place F3 plus B to show the hitboxes, and then break the minecart without hurting the villager. But you should do it once the ladder is broken, unless it's night time like now, so villagers will go asleep ASAP. Once everything is in place, it is famine time! Oops, sorry, I meant to plant carrots, my bad. And now it's walking. Villagers are in place and some carrots have been planted. The villager himself will plant the rest. He will take some time, but eventually will do it. And now that this farm is functional, it's time to pretty it up and start building the second farm. The iron farm. I will use the Raceworks easy version for this one, but I want to give it a little tiny touch of my own. I will build it right next to the villager breeder. This could cause some issues, so I will raise it from the floor, like this. Welcome to my testing world. This is the prototype I built. Explaining everything about iron golem spawn could be a video on its own, so I will tell you the basics. Villagers spawn golems when they get scared from mobs, but first they need to sleep. Until the villager has slept at least once, this farm won't work, so you have to build it and give it some time. Also, villagers need to be 5 blocks over the floor if you want your iron golems to spawn there. If not, go higher. Welcome back. Now let's build. Our first pet has died. I really like that cat. I wanted to call him String. I'm frustrated. I should have combined with him. Now the only thing left is to cry for a while in this corner and make a memorial with the last thing he brought me in the night. These little feathers that was in my inventory. He was such a nice cat. He would always scare creepers. I will always miss him. So, before I keep building the iron farm, I need some fish. Let's go fishing. So, in case we find some cat, we will be able to tame. To fish, right click while holding the rod. Then wait for the bubble particles to reach the end and right click again. If you are lucky, you will get some fish and not a freaking tripwire. Those are the particles I meant. And yes, some cod. Anyway, without a full enchanted rod, this is faster. Now, with the cod in my hand, it's time to keep building the iron farm. Careful. Keep the code in your hand and hold shift. Don't make any abrupt movement. Ah, come here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Yes! Yeah, my new kitten. Ta-da-da. Yeah, gorgeous. It's a win. Okay, now for the second guess. Oh, first try. Yes, 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 yes. I plan to kill the golem with lava, and maybe in the future also with campfires. Right now, I hope the lava doesn't burn the fences. Lava can burn signs, that's the reason we use them to hold it in place. But I think those fences are way too close. You need to place it looking at the block above the fence. And we missed the block, but it doesn't matter. Golems are so big that they will burn with lead. To grab the block from the golems, the band of hoppers feeling the test will do for now. Okay, yes. It was a bit too close. One of the fences burned down, leaking water over the lava. I will have to lower the lava a little bit. Or I could use one of the new fences from the nether, but I don't have the material just yet. The farm is almost done. Now I need to lift the villagers into position. When a minecart bounces against a solid block, it can pick up mobs that are close. This is due to the big minecart's hitbox. Oh wow, how many carrots? Ooh. As we are going to scare the villagers with a zombie, the end of the bed can be at an 8 block distance from center, the place we are going to trap the zombie in the future. Different mobs can have different ranges, so you have to choose which one you want. After an hour of villagers messing with me and losing a few on the way, I managed to get a few up. What I did was leave a mark on top of a block and keep pushing it with a piston until I reached here. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah, it's a block way too close to the center. Never mind, I will build the stairs to get the zombie in place. If you place a block with a torch on top and place a block in the side of the torch, you can make a stairs really quick, but can be a little tricky. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, this is way to get the zombie in place is to lure him during the night and then with a fishing rod, fish him into the composter or the cauldron. And remember to have him hold something or name tag him so it doesn't despawn. And place a top slab above his head. He could glitch out from a bottom slab and then spawn proof the slab with a bottom slab on top. Yes, a baby villager was in there. It is such a pain in the back working with villagers, it's so infuriating. I give up. I'll try to minecart this task in place and then push him into the composter. Ouch, this will be easier with a shield. Oh, and be careful with the villagers you place with the crops. If he has seeds, we'll plant wheat apart from carrots. In the end, I changed his trade, so he will buy me carrots. The carrots he harvested, but nevertheless. To change his trade, just break the workstation for you trade with him for the first time, and keep replacing it until he gives you what you want. If you break the light source, this will happen to the crops. If they get an update, I mean. Now, that the farm is active, it's this time to lower the lava and place it. And what's the first golem burn? There they are, the drops. Our first 3 iron ingots. Look at that beautiful farm. I really like the ring around it. It gives a little touch of color. And the Harman has leveled up. Oh, cake! And again, the stone in his belt now is diamond. 2 emeralds, he gives 3 golden corals. If it was a cute villager, could be a better deal, but for starter, it's pretty good. And that's everything for today's episode. Hope you liked it. But before we leave, let's check the farms. Some carrots and a bunch of villages in place. And a cut of stuff on my chest. Let's use the carrots to gain some emeralds. A closer look at the carrot farm. I need more terracotta to finish it. And I want to make a pumpkin and melon farm in that space. And he keeps harvesting wheat. One day he will get tired. Okay, 4 emeralds, not bad. I played this chapter so I can go in, but he can get out. If you show hitboxes, you will see how villagers is 2 blocks tall, but the player is a little shorter. See? Anyway, the iron farm. It hasn't been active for all that long, and it has almost produced a stack of iron. In due time we'll have so much iron we will know what to do with it. Maybe you should mark the redstone circuits. And this is how our village looks from above. Pretty sweet. Okay, resting time. Oh, someone left some cake. Sweet, sweet cake. Nom 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 nom. Okay, enough messing around. Let's check everything is in order. Yes. Okay, yes. Wait a second. I didn't play that chest. What? 10 obsidian, some stone, and a flint and steel. Wait, that's another material for another portal. Oh, I get it. Let's go to the nether. So, if you want to cut the corners, you only need 10 obsidian. But if you don't want to, use 14. Nice. Now we place 2 at the bottom, 3 high, and 2 at the top. Now that everything's in place, organize the hotbar. Okay, just we will leave it here. Well, maybe not. I haven't been to Nether in a long time, not in 1.16. But let's light the thing and go. I'm terrified. See you on the other side.